Look at my shine with the glow. This is my time with it though. This is my time to be way at the top. Me and my guys gon' pay out the block. I don't look like boss. Time's right, and I know the sea is walking in the limelight. Promise you gon' wanna watch like a sci-fi. My guys are high risers, high tide. Might drown if you come to my side. I pledge allegiance for lifetime. My squad connected like Wi-Fi. We grind and you see the highlights. This my life. It ain't a game now. Me and you, we ain't the same now. Lions coming out to play now. Opposition out the way now. Out of the way. You wasn't invited. Say you come to play. I dare you to try it. You don't wanna try me. Then step up to my team. Yeah, out of the way. Yeah, yeah. Out of the way. Yeah, yeah. Out of the way. Game now, me and you, we ain't the same now. Lions coming out to play now. Opposition out the way now. Out of the way, you wasn't invited. Say you come to play. I dare you to try it. You don't wanna try me. Then step up to my team. Yeah, out of the way. Yeah, yeah. Out of the way. Yeah, yeah. Out of the way.
Opened in 1982 by Jim Downing in Brazelton, Georgia, Lanier National Speedway is where we're at tonight in the Quicktime Sprint Car Series. We are here for racing action tonight in the Quicktime Sprint Car Series. I'm Kelan Belsha, joined by my friend Shane DiMantova, and we are here for our first race since the Florida Nationals. It'll be the 5th of the season as we take this one off to Northeast Georgia. Shane, 4 races, and we've had 4 different winners to this point. Do we keep that trend going, or will one of our former winners from earlier this season find their name into victory lane?
Yeah, thanks for having me, obviously, Kelan. I think another guy will find their way into victory lane here tonight, another 5th first-time winner. A lot of good guys that haven't won yet in this series already so far this season. A lot of big names looking to strike victory lane here soon, and, I mean, you really can't count out anybody in this field.
Well, 2 guys who have not taken a checkered flag yet this season, 2 Exo Consulting Rookie of the Year contenders, James Barrett Jr. and Jaden Krause are atop the hot lap standings right now. Dirt Heathen Racing Apparel Florida Nationals champion Andrew May sits in 4th right now with Colton Coe, rounding out the top 5. Hot laps are coming to a close here as we'll get ready to salute with our nation's colors tonight, Shane.
Yes, we will, Kelan, as we ask that you do please rise and remove your caps for the playing of our nation's colors or our national anthem.
back here in Brazelton, Georgia at Lanier National Speedway as qualifying is currently wrapping itself up. Still got a couple more minutes of it as we close into our first heat race of the evening. Florida Nationals Night 4 winner from USA Speedway, Cody Meadows, sits atop the Dirtman Photography Quicktime Award right now. Aiden Kirkard, the Night 2 winner, sitting in second. The Dirt Heathen Racing Apparel Florida Nationals champion, Andrew May, holding the tiebreaker over Jacob Boxell for the third position right now. Boxell in fourth. Mason Thompson, who we saw come out here last year and take the Dirtman Photography Quicktime Award at Lanier, his first and only award of that season. He sits in fifth right now. James Barrett Jr. in sixth. Sky McGurk just slid himself into seventh. Tyler Gribb making his first start of the season in eighth. Aaron Trotter ninth. Jaden Krause just got bumped out of the top 10 as Cade Snyder slides his name in there. Well, Shane, we see qualifying kind of coming around to its tail end here. Based on these qualifying speeds right now, do we have any driver who we have their eyes on right now? Of course, Andrew May without a win in third, Jacob Boxell fourth, Mason Thompson fifth, James Barrett Jr. sixth. Who are the guys that you have your eyes on right now? You're muted.
Yeah, thanks, Kelan. Every week, you just can't count out Cody Meadows, that's for sure. He's cream of the crop here in the series. Obviously, Aiden Kirker, if he has a successful go early on in the feature event, if he actually makes it there, if he has a good successful go, he's always in contention at the end. And we saw Andrew May have a strong performance, as well as Brandon Stewart, who won here last year, but currently sits 24th out of 25 drivers, currently on the speed charts with 10 seconds left here in qualifying. So that's kind of surprising for sure. But a big crowd here tonight, Kelan. Lots of drivers showing up and getting ready to sling some dirt.
Yeah, we do have a hefty field here tonight. A 7-car heat in our 3 heats this evening. Yes, 3 heats this evening as we get ready for our first of the day. As we get ready to start our starting lineup. On pole for heat number 1 for AOD Racing out of Martinsville, Virginia, the Mud Digger, Cody Meadows. And to his outside in the 181, making his first start of the season for Power Slide Motorsports from this being his home track out of Waycross, Georgia, the Chubzilla, Mason Thompson.
Starting in the third position, right behind our leader from Four Horsemen Racing and Jones, Pennsylvania, Caleb Morrissey. And to his outside in some brand new K1 race gear colors, the fan favorite from Asheville, North Carolina, Cameron McCone.
Starting in the 5th position for Alex Bergener Racing out of Marion, Illinois, the burglar, Alex Bergener. And to his outside in the number 29 machine for JDR Esports out of Kokomo, Indiana, he's the Kokomo Comet. He's Caleb Nickel.
And rounding out the field, the only rookie in this field here tonight, or in this heat, excuse me, not in the field, the whole race here tonight, will be the 009 of Ryan Martin, who's had a pretty successful go at it so far in the first couple races.
Yeah, out of Los Linas, New Mexico, the Exo Consulting Rookie of the Year contender has certainly put a show on. I'm pretty sure he's made every feature so far this year. He'll look to keep that streak alive, but with guys like Cody Meadows, Mason Thompson, who's really fast here at Lanier, Caleb Morrissey, Cameron McCone, this is kind of a stacked heat in my opinion as we get ready to get rolling. Cody Meadows going to lead him to the green, and when the green lights wave,
there we
they're
go.
Underway. Cody Meadows out on the jump. He's going to go to the inside. Thompson going to try to get the top rolling as Morrissey gets to the inside of Thompson as they go in 3 and 4 for the first time.
Yeah, side by side here for second place as Morrissey just slides in there past Thompson. We got a battle back here towards the farther portion of the pack. Cameron McCone there as he just got passed by Alex Bergener. McCone sends it in deep, but trying to get back to that 96 there as they're all chasing Mason Thompson, who's in that final transfer spot.
That's something I've noticed about that Cameron McCone driving style this season. He's been one of those guys who slings it into the corner really deep, and then he gets beat on exit, but he really makes it up going into the corners as Bergener tried to get around Thompson on the bottom. Couldn't clear him. He's going to get down to the inside again. He's going to throw another slide job, second consecutive one. Can't get it. And this might be entertaining if they trade this for the rest of the race.
Oh, contact!
I jinxed it, and there goes McCone to the 4th position.
Cameron McCone takes advantage as now he is side by side with Thompson for that transfer spot. Thompson clears him heading into 1. Bergener begins to fall off, but tries to pounce back there. So you see him kind of getting to the fence there, but keeps it going. Nice top for the transfer spot right here. You got these 3 drivers all under a blanket as here comes McCone.
He slung it in there a little deep and made contact with Bergener on corner exit as they come to the white flag. Meadows and Morrissey are checked out 1-2, but the pressure is on Mason Thompson for this final spot. McCone all over him. Cody Meadows going to bring it through 3 and 4 for the final time. He's going to take the heat win. Morrissey second, and Mason Thompson will take the final transfer position in third. McCone first to the consolation. Martin in fifth. Bergener, Nickel rounding out the first heat field as we get set for our second heat of the evening, getting ready to set the starting lineup as rolling off in the pole position in the Man FTV Power Slide Motorsports Sprint Car out of Boston, New York, the Iceman Aiden Kirker. And to his outside, driving for James Barrett Racing out of Teignmouth, Vermont, it is the Exo Consulting Rookie of the Year contender, James Barrett Jr.
Rolling off third in his first start in the Ambi Outdoor Sprint Car Series, we have the 017 of Tyler Gibb from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and lining up into his outside, a regular returning driver of the series, as we see the 168 from Eureka, California, and JDR Esports, Big Bag Bo Krebs.
Rolling off in the fifth position, trying to make his first feature event of the season in the 060 out of Superior, Wisconsin. That is Anthony Woodhull. And to his outside for JDR Esports out of Spring Grove, North Carolina, Exo Consulting Rookie of the Year contender, Nathan Abrams.
Yeah, another pretty stacked heat here, Kelan. I'm excited to get this one underway as Aiden Kirker is going to lead him. We've seen him have, honestly, kind of a bad year. We saw him reach victory lane in night number 2, but other than that, he's not kept that car out of trouble as they take the green flag here.
Kirker gets on the gas. Barrett going to get a nice jump on the outside.
Contact.
They make a little bit of contact, and Barrett gets slid out of the racing line. This is going to allow Bo Krebs to the inside of Kirker. He's going to throw a slide job for the lead. Can he work it successfully? He will. Kirker going to try to cross him over here on lap number 2, making his move down there. James Barrett Jr. now almost 3 wide for the lead. Contact with Big Bad Bo and the Iceman as Kirker
3
working
wide
that
for a
inside.
second.
Can't get it. 3 wide as now Barrett's pressuring Kirker for the second position.
Man, everybody's all over each other here, Kelan. Great battles so far in the second heat as we're just about to reach almost halfway. Bo Krebs has the lead over Aiden Kirker and James Barrett Jr. as Kirker looks to take the lead back here from Krebs.
Kirker continuing all over the back bumper of Krebs. See if he can't peek to the outside a little bit in the center of the corner. That's where you can make a pass here at Lanier. And then you have to slide it in on the bottom. There's more banking here than usual at some sprint car venues, so you can kind of slide it in a little bit deeper and take your position. So inside, top side, really both sides work here, and this makes this track such a great track to run at, as James Barrett Jr. trying to defend his third position, but here comes the hounding Anthony Woodhull to his outside for the final transfer spot.
Yeah, great move. It's contact with Kirker there and Barrett Jr. Kirker keeps it going, but here comes Woodhull, like you mentioned, trying to make his first feature event here as they take the white flag. He's currently got that last transfer spot.
On to go as Bo Krebs in control. Aiden Kirker going to work it to his inside
Krebs in
again.
the wall.
Krebs in the fence. Krebs in the wall. Woodhull packs him into the wall. They're going to come across the line. Kirker taking the heat. Woodhull and Barrett transferring out as Bo Krebs had it locked up. Gets into the wall in 3 and 4. And he will have to go to the consolation event tonight.
Costly
Not
air.
the way he wanted to start his night.
Yeah, very costly air for him, Kelan. He just had 2 more corners to go and just couldn't get it done. As we'll get set for your heat number 3 here lineup. As we'll start off, starting in the pole position, my favorite guy himself, the favorite nickname, the big unit, Exo Consulting Rookie of the Year contender, Andrew May, and lining up to his outside, one of the newbies to the series. Believe we saw him last week, but Caden Snyder from Newville, Pennsylvania, and Team Rowdy Energy will start in second.
And I'm just going to get this out of the way. Everybody in this field is an
Rookies.
Exo Consulting Rookie of the Year contender. Just so I don't have to go over this every time. But starting in the third position, in the number 47 for Ben Porsche Racing out of Arcola, Illinois, it's the 47 of Aaron Trotter. And to his outside out of Iowa, it's the 87 of Jackson Gray.
And starting in the 5th position here in the Air Force machine, we have the number 32 of Josh Duke from Power Slide Motorsports in Latham, New York. And to his outside, we have the 15 it says there on the door, making his first start in the A&B Outdoor Sprint Car Series, 15, of Joey Hintz.
Andrew May, the Florida Nationals champion, looking to keep his strong momentum alive as Caden Snyder.
Green flag. Oh, contact behind him.
Snyder stacked him up right there. I don't think he realized the you can't go till the green flag rule there. As Andrew May to the lead, Snyder drops back to 3rd as Aaron Trotter takes over to 2nd position, and now Jackson Gray hounding Josh Duke for that 4th position, but Duke gonna get the top rolling.
Yeah, after that contact, looked like everybody's obviously going successfully here and just single filed out and kind of spaced everybody out here. In heat number 3 is Andrew May is kind of checked out from Aaron Trotter here.
May in control right now. Trotter, again, trying to catch in 2nd, but Andrew May, he's using all that momentum he had in the Florida Nationals. Didn't finish outside of the top 5 in an entire race. Finished 2nd to cap it off at USA. And right now he's in control, looking for his first feature win of the season. And he's in good shape to make the feature early right now. Snyder in that 3rd position, holding down the final transfer spot. But here comes rookie Josh Duke. I jinxed him. Duke upside down and getting involved is Joey Hintz. And now Andrew May. Yeah, Andrew May still in control.
Yeah, trouble for both those drivers there is they hopefully look to keep it going, but unfortunately it looks like that won't be the case as Andrew May currently holds the lead. Aaron Trotter 2nd, Caden Snyder 3rd, holding the final transfer spot. Jackson Gray trying to run down Caden Snyder here as Andrew May. Big unit comes at turn 4 and will win heat number 3. Aaron Trotter 2nd. Caden Snyder will take the final spot.
I think I just got to stop talking about drivers because I said Josh Duke's name and then immediately he's up in the wall. So I don't know. I guess I've just been bad luck this season. I guess I don't know.
It's just the commentator's curse, Kelan. It happens to the best of us. Honestly, is take it away for heat number 4.
Our final heat race of the evening as we stack up the field. Rolling off from the 1st position for Boxel Merkler Racing out of Indiana. It's JB Jacob Boxel, and to his outside in the number 8, Exo Consulting Rookie of the Year contender, the number 8 machine of Sky McGurk.
Yeah, good to see him starting up here towards the front of the pack. He's been running pretty good lately for McGurk. As we look towards our 2nd row, Jaden Krause will lead him on the inside from Louisville, Kentucky, and JDR Esports, and lining up to his outside from Fort Wayne, Indiana, and Co Motorsports, Colton Co.
Rolling off in the 5th position for Fry Designs Racing out of Calgary, Alberta, Canada, the Blue Jay, Exo Consulting Rookie of the Year contender, Jay Mulder, and to his outside, the number 21 machine for JDR Esports out of Middletown, New York, that's Brandon Stewart.
And starting in our final position here in heat number 4, our last heat of the night, from Team Rowdy Energy in Troy, Missouri, we have Mason Coffey as they take the green flag up front.
Jacob Boxel going to get the early jump, but Jaden Krause going to try to slide in a 2nd, makes a bit of contact. McGurk in the wall, and his luck may have ran out in this heat. Meanwhile, that is, who is that? Is that Stewart?
Yes.
That was Coffey working to the inside.
Oh, spinning one.
Co is around.
Man, trouble for a couple drivers so far. As everybody's starting to single file out and kind of space themselves out as Jacob Boxel. JB's got the lead here. Jaden Krause trying to work around that cushion, get back to our leader here. Mason Coffey 3rd, holding that final transfer spot as you see him in that number 52 white Rowdy Energy machine. And the Blue Jay in the 4th position as he took home our Hard Charger Award winner at USA last week. So congrats to him.
Indeed, he had a great race there, made it in for the consolation from the 15th spot, worked his way up to 4th to finish in that feature. Pretty good spot for him. He had a great run going as now he's trying to hound down Mason Coffey and take the final transfer spot of the evening to make it into the feature without having to worry about that consolation race, because I talked to some drivers after the Florida Nationals and they said that consolation, as Mulder is up in the wall, up and over, used a bit too much of the cushion there. But as I was saying, that consolation race has proven to be the most stressful one for some of these drivers, as Jacob Boxell continues to be in control. 1 lap to go for him. Just going to work it down the backstretch, easy for the last time. Take it easy in 3 and 4 with Jaden Krause a second back. Jacob Boxell going to take home his first heat win of the season. Krause third, and making it in our final transfer position, our Rowdy Energy number 52 of Mason Coffey, as we get ready to go consolation racing to set the rest of the field.
This is going to get good, Kelan. A lot of big, good drivers in here. I mean, it's going to get down and dirty, I'll tell you that.
Oh, it certainly will, as 4 of these 16 guys will make it to the feature event. As rolling off up front at Asheville, North Carolina for JDR Esports is the number 4 of Cameron McCone, and to his outside, the number 3 machine for JDR Esports out of Spring Grove, North Carolina, that is Nathan Abrams. And
starting in the 3rd position here, another one of our Exo Consulting Rookie of the Year contenders, we have, the 87 of Jackson Gray, and lining up to his inside, just coming short there in the last heat, last year's winner here, Brandon Stewart.
Starting in the 5th position in the 09 for Ryan Martin Racing out of Los Lunas, New Mexico, Ryan Martin to his outside, the 017 out of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina for JDR Sports Exo Consulting Rookie of the Year contender, Tyler Gribb.
As you see the rest of your starting positions scroll across the top of your screen there, But Kelan, 12 laps to get it done. Who are your 4? Might have lost Kelan for a second there, as having some technical difficulty issues over here. Not sure if it's on my end or his, but we'll try to figure it out here. But anyways, we look to get it done as Cameron McCone will take the green flag for heat. Go ahead.
He didn't get going very well, and Nathan Abrams took advantage on the outside, trying to make his way to the feature event, the 15, and Stewart up in the fence back there. Jackson Gray involved, and around goes Stewart. As we flash back, we flash back up to the top 4. Nathan Abrams sideways. The leader, Joey Hintz, chasing him down. Cameron McCone in the 3rd position, trying to make his way into the feature. Jay Mulder in 4th. He just got passed by Ryan Martin, my bad, as Ryan Martin takes over the final transfer spot right now.
Yeah, I mean, madness, like I said, was going to happen here as Nathan Abrams continues to struggle there right on that cushion as Cameron McCone looks to run him down. He's got a dogfight here, Kelan. Anybody's race here up front.
A dogfight indeed as they continue fighting. The 15 of Hintz to the lead. Sideways goes the 3. He now has to work the top. McCone working the inside. Now Ryan Martin to the inside of Abrams. Going to try to take that 3rd position. Jay Mulder lurking in the background, but this top 4 checked out right now.
Yeah, shout out to Joey Hintz making his first A&B outdoor start, like I mentioned earlier there in the 15 machine. So far, leading halfway through this race. Is great to see him have a successful go at it so far, as Ryan Martin starts to hound him down. Nathan Abrams moving to the 3rd position past Cameron McCone, as McCone's now side by side with Coe.
Saw McCone get really loose as he put the power down in a corner a second ago, and it allowed Colton Coe to take that transfer spot right now. Jay Mulder now working to the inside of McCone. He'll take that spot as Nathan Abrams now pressured. He's the only guy working the top. Look at this. I did not expect this at all. The bottom at Lanier, you never talk about that, and this is insane.
Sideways
track
McCone.
conditions are working like this. As
That
McCone has trouble, Mulder also involved. As the top 4 continue to hold their ground with that happening.
Yeah, while all of that happened, Ryan Martin took the lead from Joey Hintz. Colton Coe moved to that 3rd position as Nathan Abrams there, as you see him in the 3 machine, just get loose off the corner, holds that final transfer spot with 2 laps to go. Let's see if Jackson Gray can have anything to do about that.
I've seen that 3 struggle off the corners, getting the power down all concede long these last few laps. He's going to get it together right there, but Jackson Gray working the inside this for the final transfer spot with 1 lap to go. Martin, Hintz, and Coe pretty secure.
One more time.
Gray going to try to get it from Abrams. Abrams sideways, side
Oh!
by side. He crashed into lap cars, and Jackson Gray steals the final transfer spot.
Wow. Wow, Kelan.
A flipped car sits in the middle of the track, and it's going to cost Nathan Abrams the final transfer spot tonight.
That is
Oh,
madness, Kelan. This is Lanier, Kelan. This is what we wanted here.
And you love to see it, as we will go through our starting lineup for tonight's feature. In row 1 and 2, Cody Meadows and Aiden Kirker. In row 1, Florida Nationals champion Andrew May and Jacob Boxell sit in row number 2.
Yeah, starting off in our 5th position, as you see him in the number 6 channel lock machine there, Caleb Morrissey will start him off on the 3rd spot on the inside, and to his outside, Anthony Woodhull behind him, Aaron Trotter, and Jaden Kraus. As you see once again, the rest of your starting lineup start to scroll across the top of your screen there as they roll off and start to set up 4x4.
The 4 wide salute, which they should be coming to at this time, is a salute to all you guys watching this YouTube channel back there. Thank you guys for continuing to support the AMB Outdoors Quicktime Sprint Car Series. Really means a lot to us that we put this stuff on for you guys, and we hope you guys enjoy your evening. Thank you for spending it with us as we get ready for some 410 sprint car racing from Lanier.
All right, Kelan, it's a race trend. We do it every time. Who's your money on?
Hang on, we're not going green.
I think Cody Meadows is really going to be hard to beat from that pole position. This track is just such... You talk about dirt, a lot of times it's really a track position sport, because you have to get up there, because usually dirt, once the track gets worked in, you have to have one lane down and you have to be good at it, and passing, it becomes somewhat difficult. So you really got to have your track position and have it early. However, we have seen hard chargers win the races before. We saw Aiden Kirker, he actually was a hard charger in his win at Belsha. But I got my money on Cody Meadows. I think his track position is just going to be too important right now, as he's going to roll off from the 1st position. Cody Meadows going to lead him to the green. We are underway from Lanier.
Heck yeah, we are, Kelan. Cody Meadows leads him into turn number 1, as you see a crowd of drivers right behind him. Jacob Boxell running the cushion there on the outside as he is in the 2nd position. The big unit are behind him as we got a couple drivers making contact, but they keep it straight there. One of them was James Barrett Jr. there. But door banging so far, Kelan. Hard racing.
And you love to see him keeping it straight. We've had a lot of issues with cautions, and especially in the last couple races, so to see him stay green for now, at least, is pretty good as Cody Meadows leads. How about Jacob Boxell coming back from suspension? Made a start at USA last week, and now he's back up here in the 2nd spot in the feature, trying to track down the defending champion. The big unit in 3rd, Andrew May continuing his consistency. Anthony Woodhull making his first start of the year in 4th. Caleb Morrissey back with us tonight. He's in the 5th position.
Yeah, as you see, Aiden Kirker having to start back in the back here. I don't know if he maybe got a penalty for jumping the start in his heat, but he's got some work to do. As you see contact with Snyder there, but he tries to get it going. But Kelan, I know you mentioned how a couple drivers were running the bottom there in the heat races, but currently nobody's moved their way to the bottom as everybody's up, either running right in the middle or right up against that cushion. So when do you think that bottom lane's going to come in, if at all?
And the if at all you said, that's gonna be the hard part to tell, because really there's not too many. It's only a 25 lap feature, and these 25 laps are gonna go by really quick. 10-second laps, it'll be over before you know it. So you're really gonna have to wait for that top to get slickened in, and if there's enough time, maybe you can get the bottom to work. But for now, I think you only use it for slide jobs, like Caleb Morrissey is gonna do to
big
the
slider.
big unit right there.
Ooh.
Yeah, huge slider. That's big was an understatement right there.
Yeah, we saw Morrissey throw it in there. Obviously, he wants that 3rd position from the big unit, as Andrew May is currently our EXO Consulting Rookie of the Year contender, highest driver so far in the field in the 3rd position, as Jaden Kraus is in 5th behind him as he's the next driver up. But Cody Meadows, so far, demanding lead over Jacob Boxell.
Boxell trying to close the gap. They ran pretty equal lap times last time around, as now this time around, Boxell was, let's see here, he was barely faster. He's getting about 400s faster than Meadows as he closes the gap big time right here. Boxell looking for his first career Quicktime Sprint Car Series win, and what better to try to take it from the defending champion. But here comes the big unit, Andrew May, around the outside of Boxell. Boxell running that slick bottom, but May gets the spot by inches
Boxel
as
spinning.
Morrissey got Boxel. Caution out.
Yeah, it just looked like everybody wants that high side there, and Jacob Boxel just kind of got shuffled out, and we saw him make contact there
Ooh.
with the 6 machine as we'll head to replay. Go check it out.
And we'll get a look here at what happened. Shane, you're going to have to walk him through it.
Yeah, as we see there, Boxley, he was trying to make a move there on a race leader, then just kind of shuffled up the track, and Morrissey tried to cross him over and just did not, unfortunately, work for him. But Boxley just kind of got the bad end of it, and Morrissey takes the 3rd position from him.
And we saw May on the outside of Boxel, and Boxel ran the bottom. May by inches took that position. It was incredible. It was a great pass he did, and now he's gonna have his work cut out for him. Cody Meadows now, he's gonna have to defend. He can't. The thing about being in a lead for so long is you think you're doing it right, but you can't see what other guys are doing back there. If they're making up time, you can't take notes from them and try to put that into your race because you're ahead. You can't just look back and see what to do, as we're not quite under 10 to go, so it will be a double file restart here, as it'll be a 11 to go restart. Meadows going to try to go for 2 in a row. Andrew May, Morrissey, Kraus all looking for their first wins of the season. As they get ready to come down to the restart here, it'll be on Meadows' discretion. He hits the gas right there. Morrissey slides into 2nd in front of Andrew May, and now he's going to be in hot pursuit of Meadows.
Yeah, everybody's pursuing that AOD racing machine there. Cody Meadows started off the year a little shaky, but gets it going now after picking up a win in night number 3. As I believe actually might have been night number 4, I'm not 100% sure, but he's under pressure here from Morrissey.
Look at how high Morrissey and Meadows are running compared to May. They're basically tapping that wall going into 3 and 4. They are getting every inch of this racetrack they can get. Closed quarter racing here. Side, not quite side by side, but they are all on top of each other. Morrissey trying to get whatever advantage he can get over Meadows to try and steal that position. He got a good run right there, trying to close the gap here as we enter our closing laps of today's race.
Yeah, it seems like we just started the race, Kelan. Like, we've been so entertained here up in the booth. There's Morrissey up in the wall. He keeps it going, but going to lose some speed there. Joey Hintz kind of in trouble. He keeps it going straight there, but nothing. Nobody's got nothing for Cody Meadows.
And Morrissey did, but Morrissey looked like he just slung it in there a little too hard going into that corner. Got his car sideways, but May is closing the gap now as caution is out. And
a couple incidents on track here. We saw
quite
James Barrett Jr. We have Jackson Gray. He was sideways.
Let's see if we can get our stream up in Discord so we can get a look.
Yeah, definitely for sure.
As we're going to get a look at what happened here. Cody Meadows, he was biting his nails when he saw Andrew May chasing him, so this may be good for him as we take a look at our A&B Outdoors Quicktime Sprint Car Series replay system. Get a look at what happened right here. Shane said we had a couple incidents going on, and Joey Hintz, I believe, was one of them involved. As Jackson Gray right here just gets sideways, tagged to 52 of Coffee.
James Barrett Jr. also went for a spin, so we go back and see what just happened to him.
I believe Hintz, Hintz got sideways right in front of him, and that will send Barrett around, but no real hard crashing here, so no harm, no foul. But it'll be Meadows leading us to the green here, looking for his 2nd straight victory. We said he started off the season a little shaky. He talked about the first 2 nights at Belsha. He struggled, came back on night number 3, had a great run, top 3. 1 night 4 at USA, and hang on. Now he is trying to pull off the 2nd straight. I might have sounded like a robot there.
No worries,
I don't know
Kelan.
if I did or not. But here we go. Meadows, May.
Green flag. Yep. Cody Meadows leads into turn number 1. He's got a lot of fans watching him here tonight as he's under pressure now from the big unit. He might have caught the wall there, the big unit, as he goes to work that bottom side. It'd be interesting to see if it works here as we're under 4 laps to go. Can Cody Meadows hold off Andrew May?
Well, they both caught the wall there as now Morrissey gets almost to the outside of May. May kind of shut the door as now Meadows in control. 3 laps to go. May trying to close the gap a little bit and try to complete the pass. I see Meadows kind of working a kind of lower line going into these corners. May running higher, and it's helping him in the center of the corner, but Meadows is kind of pulling down the straightaways. 2 laps to go for Meadows to try to hold on and win 2 in a row. May all over him. Can he make any last-ditch effort here as they come to the white flag? 1 lap to go.
No!
Caution! And that's going to shake up everything as there is trouble back there with
Colton
the
Coe.
28 of Colton Coe.
And we see another driver slow there. That's Mason Coffey. So we'll go
So we'll
back.
try to, we'll get a look at what happened here on our A&B Outdoors Quicktime Sprint Car Series replay system.
Man, Kelan, we were just about to take the white flag, but not so fast for Cody
I believe
Meadows.
it'll be, if I'm not mistaken, this will be, there's no green-white checkers, so either this will end the race or we'll have a 1-lap shootout. Not entirely sure how iRacing cautions work, but we'll get a look at what happened right here. Colton Coe ripping the bottom right there. Oh, Jaden Kraus sideways in front of him, and Kraus got involved too.
You see Coffey there get up in the wall.
Coffee in the wall.
Contact.
Boxel. 2 separate incidents. As now, hopefully, we'll get 1 more lap of green flag racing here. Meadows, May, Morrissey, the 3 M's right here.
Meadows can go whenever he wants here.
Yes, he can, and there he goes. Gonna try to get the jump, as it'll be 1 lap to go to try and hang on to victory. Meadows working the top. May gonna make 1 last effort in the 3 and 4. Slides it down in there. Meadows on the top, side by side of the line.
Meadows holds him off.
Got it.
Wow.
Cody Meadows, 2 in a row in the A&B Outdoors Quicktime Sprint Car Series. He's going to grab the win at Lanier. Andrew May by inches finishes in 2nd. Caleb Morrissey rounds out the top 3 as a win for Cody Meadows again.
Yeah, I mean, you got to tip your hat to Andrew May there, throwing it in and making it stick. Just inches, like you said, Kelan, and can't forget about him, of course. But Cody Meadows getting it done, leading every single lap here tonight here at Lanier, is your race winner. So we see him celebrate.
A good win for Meadows. He catches the double-digit milestone, his 10th career win in the series. Grabbed number 9 last week, and the winningest driver in series history gets it done again here at Lanier. Big time win for him, Shane, as we run through our finishing results.
Yeah, a lot of fans obviously at home cheering for Cody Meadows. As you guys got what you want, Cody Meadow fans, is he got it done, just holding off Andrew May there. So we saw that occur coming to the line. Caleb Morrissey will find his spot there in 3rd. Anthony Woodhull 5th. Joey Hintz, after his first start, will finish 5th, excuse me, and Colton Coe round out your top 6.
That Colton Coe will be our hard charger, our Dirtman Photography Hard Charger Award winner of the night in 6th. Mason Coffey in 7th. Jaden Kraus in 8th. Aiden Kirker, who really couldn't find any speed tonight, in 9th. Ryan Martin rounds out the top 10. Boxel, Barrett Jr., Trotter, Snyder, Thompson, Gray round out the field, as we'll try to get a word with our race winner right here. It'll be Cody Meadows. Let's get a word with him, Shane, shall we?
Yeah, let's pull him into the broadcast booth, and here we go. Cody Meadows, you got us up in the booth.
Yes, I do.
Well, Cody, that's 2 in a row for you. You've been fairly consistent over these last 3 races. Now 2 in a row, reaching double digits. Your 10th career win in the series, and you had to work for this one on that last lap. What was going through your head when that caution came out, and then on that last lap restart, the final corner, Andrew May slings it down in there. What's going through your head in those last couple minutes?
Well, there was
Seem a
some
little out
words
of it.
that was dude, you just don't know. There was some words that was said in my head that wouldn't fly, but it was a tough race. That's for dang sure. There was like literally, I knew the bottom was an option, but I didn't know because I've ran races here in the past where the bottom is okay, but the top has been the one to prevail. There was that little thin line on the top that I kept my right rear that on for the last half of the race. But oh man, I don't know what to say.
Ooh, you're out of breath, aren't you?
I'm. You just don't know what's going through my head.
Well, I mean, Andrew May made you work for that. When he slid it down in there, I thought we'd have door banging coming down to the line. That's exactly what we had. We had a great finish, Cody. You ran a great race, and like you said, that bottom was an option, but you really stuck the top all race. Did you think you could have pulled away a little bit more if you tried the bottom, or did you just not have enough confidence down there?
I mean, I have confidence in myself running here on the bottom at Lanier, but at the same time, I've been running the high line through the heat, through most of the feature, and I really didn't feel like risking anything when I knew the 31 was there, as well as Morrissey. Those are two guys this season that you really don't want to mess around with. So I just kept in mind to stay comfortable and get what I could get.
Well, you certainly worked for this one tonight, and we thank you for joining us. Do you have anybody you want to thank for making the night possible?
And AOD Racing again, man, coming in. I'm here to have that team up as high as I can get them. I got them the championship last season. I'm going to try to do my best to do it again. I'd like to thank Dirt Heathen Racing Apparel, Dirtman Photography, A&B Outdoors, XO Consulting, and you guys again for coming out and making this possible with these broadcasts, man. It's so much fun to go back and watch. I've had a blast here.
Yeah, of course, Cody. We thank you for joining us here. You got a lot of fans watching, obviously, at home, cheering you on here on the YouTube chat. So that's great for them. But congratulations once again, 2 in a row. And we'll see you back here next week.
All right, have a good one, boys.
That was Cody Meadows, your race winner tonight at Lanier. It's his second win of the season, second in a row, as he has picked up the pace these last couple races. And Shane, you're going to get a word here with our second place finisher, Andrew May.
Yes, I will. As we got the big unit here up in the broadcast booth, man, so close, coming down to inches with Cody Meadows. What was going through your mind there going into turn number 3?
I knew that he was going to dive down low to try to block the slider line, so I needed to get down as close to the infield wall as I could and try to get a run up, and we kind of met in the middle there. But I mean, we both were stomping on it, so that's the only thing I could do. If I would have went high, I think that he would have slid up right in front of me and then crossed us both up, and so my only chance was to run the complete bottom and try to come up off the end of the meat on the bottom there.
Yeah, I mean, Kelan asked Cody kind of the same question as we saw you obviously slide in there, coming to the checkered flag, but did you ever try to run the bottom and see if that would work early on or probably in the middle portion of the race, as we basically saw you up there in the top 3 the whole entire race?
Yeah, no, I felt good up top, and as soon as I got out of the way of Boxel and Morrissey got around me for a couple laps and I got back under him. But every time that I was running the top, I was catching him every single lap, and I get closer and closer and closer. And as soon as I went to like pull the trigger on a slide job, the caution would come out, and it hit me about 3 times where I did that. And then the last lap, I think that if I could have ran the top, if that last caution doesn't come out, I think I could have ran the top one more lap and I could have got him. But that's racing.
Yeah, of course, Andrew. Is any sponsors or family, friends that you'd like to thank for tonight's second place finish?
Yeah, I want to thank A&B Outdoors, Dirtman Photography, Dirt Track USA, XO Consulting, Dirt Heathen Racing Apparel, Battery Boys of Bedford, Pennsylvania, TW Vance Trucking, and I want to thank my dad for always watching.
Yeah, of course, as we always enjoy having you up here in the broadcast booth, the big unit. Congrats. So close again, but we hopefully will see you back here next week.
Hopefully. We're going to PA soon. That's what I'm ready for.
Heck yeah, we are. That was your second place finisher, our highest finishing XO Consulting Rookie of the Year contender, Andrew May. As Kelan looks to have our award with our third place finisher, Caleb Morrissey, in that channel lock machine, as we look to pull him into the broadcast booth.
Hey, Caleb, it's Kelan. You got me?
Yeah, I got you. Can you hear me?
I got you. Well, Caleb, you put together a very consistent run. You ran top 5 all day long, and you were kind of catching. I saw you catching Meadows around like lap 15 around there at that point, and you tried to gun for it, but then the cautions came out not really in your favor. Andrew May got around you. What more did you really need to beat those two guys? They were fast.
I just needed it to stay green. I think I definitely would have had a shot at any point in those last couple restarts. It was a good race otherwise, you know, it wasn't too bad up front.
Well, we did have some good racing throughout the field, but you ran the top a lot. I noticed a lot of guys that really ran that top, and the bottom here at Lanier, it was kind of sticking throughout the night. Did you feel like you would have made more speed if you went to the bottom, and maybe you could have executed the passes a little bit easier? Or what can you reflect on to come back here later in the season?
I think I just need to set up the pass better from the top in the first turn and then try and go to the bottom in the second turn using all that momentum. Had I just timed it a little better, maybe I could have got by Cody at one point, but I just didn't time it. Ran to the back of him at one point, and I think I also ran to the back of Andrew at one point, and they were running into each other. That was good to see them racing to the line. I was kind of hoping they were going to tech each other out in turn 4, but it just didn't happen. So looking for a little bit of luck to go my way, and that's all I can really hope for because I feel like I'm executing pretty well.
Well, we thank you for joining us tonight, putting on a great finish tonight. You got anybody you want to thank?
I want to thank everybody watching at home. I want to thank you guys in the broadcast booth. You guys do a great job. Appreciate everything. Dirt Heathen Racing Apparel, Dirt Man Photography, A&B Outdoors, XO Consulting, and JJ. Thanks for putting on a great league. Just really appreciate it, guys. It's fun to race this league, and I always hate to miss a race, so hopefully I can keep making them.
Well, we thank you for joining us tonight, and we hope you have a good one.
All right, you too, guys.
That was Caleb Morrissey, our third place finisher for Four Horsemen Racing tonight, as our hard charger tonight from 15th to 6th. It's the 28 of Colton Coe. Shane, you want to get a word with the hard charger?
Yeah, of course. Let's bring him in. Colton Coe, you got us.
I got a copy.
Man, congratulations. You are our Dirtman Photography Hard Charger Award here tonight. And you obviously had to make up a lot of ground, so why don't you take me through your race from the back of the field to the front?
Well, it was a roller coaster race. Starting, I think it was like lap 3. I got turned on the back straightaway, had no yellow, was about to go a lap down. I was thankful that a caution nearly came out. Then I just found a lot of speed on the bottom and was making up ground like crazy down there. Then with 4 laps to go, Jaden Kraus in the 13, he got loose in the slick, and basically almost I thought ended my night of having a chance at being hard charger. But thankfully, since a lot of crazy stuff happened on that final start, I was able to drive it back up and get hard charger and P6.
Yeah, of course. We saw you making your way through the field there. As so far, we're 5 races into the season. Still a lot of races left here. But what are you mostly looking forward to?
Just the experience. I'm a big oval racer, so this dirt stuff's pretty new to me, but I'm figuring it out as we go here, and yeah, we're gonna figure it out eventually.
Yep, of course. We see you making ground every single one of these races here as we'll round out here tonight. Any sponsors that you'd like to thank or anybody watching at home?
I'd like to thank Dirt Heathen Racing Apparel, Dirtman Photography, A&B Outdoors, and XO Consulting for sponsoring the series. I'd like to thank my mom and dad watching outside of my room, and just you guys in the broadcast booth. You guys do a fantastic job broadcasting these races. JJ for putting this league on. He also does a fantastic job. And yeah, we'll go get him in the next race.
All right, Colton, it was a pleasure talking to you, and congratulations once again. Hopefully, we can see you racing back here next week.
You guys will definitely see me. Thank you guys.
Yeah, no problem. As that was your Dirtman Photography Hard Charger Award winner, finishing, in the 6th position. Colton Coe is Kelan. Man, a lot of action here from Lanier. Cody Meadows, the strongest driver here tonight, is just nobody can get past him for that race win. But what are your thoughts after this race?
Well, my thoughts tonight. I'm gonna tell you one thing. I am excited to come back to this racetrack if we get an opportunity. I don't think it's on the schedule right now, but there are some tracks that can still be worked out. If we don't come back, I mean, it's still kind of up in the air. The schedule's there, but is it really there? That's the thing. We can still have changes throughout the year if JJ and the other admins decide to. I'm all for putting this track back on the schedule later this year. I don't know about you, Shane, but we had some great action here tonight. Cody, he put on a great show, came out here with the win. It was really a great race, kind of seeing both the lines come in. I wish that bottom would have came in a little bit more. I wish those guys kind of would have migrated earlier in the feature so we could have had more double wide. But we had a great finish. That may have been the closest finish in the series history,
I believe
possibly.
it was. Yeah.
And that's, yeah, it was door to door. We had a great finish. Cody Meadows pulling it off, the winningest driver, beating a rookie. You see that a lot in NASCAR sometimes. You know, Kevin Harvick, Kyle Busch, those guys going out there winning some. So Meadows kind of doing the same thing. He put a whooping on him tonight. Led every lap, dominated, and barely won it though. So I feel like these guys are going to have his number when we go into the Midwest Nationals next week.
Yeah, Cody Meadows, like you mentioned, seems like he's already in his midseason form from last year. But like you mentioned, I want Lanier back on the schedule. Much better racing, obviously, than the disappointment of last Thursday at USA. But I mean, there was action all over the place here tonight, Kelan. It did not let us down, that's for sure. But hopefully we can make a return here and give the fans what they want, some racing on track. But to finish out here tonight, obviously everybody over here at A&B Outdoors Sprint Car Series would like to thank our sponsors, Dirt Heathen Racing Apparel, Dirtman Photography, A&B Outdoors, XO Consulting, and obviously everybody who comes and supports the series, either watching at YouTube or family and friends of the drivers. So Kelan, any last words here from Lanier?
Well, I mean, obviously we want to thank you guys for watching, and be sure to tune in for the Midwest Nationals. We don't have a race this rest of the week. We come back here next Monday, April the 26th, Midwest Nationals, now newly sponsored by Dirt Heathen Racing Apparel. They're back for the Midwest and Pennsylvania Nationals. So we're certainly happy they're back, extending their partnership with us as we get ready for the Midwest Nationals next week. We kick it off at Eldora. It'll be followed by 2 races at Kokomo on April the 29th and May the 4th, and it'll be concluded on May the 6th at Cedar Lake Speedway, so be sure to join us for that. But yeah, we just got to thank everybody for watching. Thank you guys.
Yeah, of course. I know I'm very thankful to be a part of it, and so are you, Kelan, as we definitely couldn't do it without with you guys, the sport of the fans at home, and obviously our great sponsors at home, and like you mentioned, Dirt Heathen Racing Apparel, another big name sponsor of the series, so thank you to them for their constant support of not just the series, but overall the drivers in general. But I am Shane DiMantova, joined alongside my good pal Kelan Belsha, as we look to see you next week here on the A&B Outdoors Sprint Car Series YouTube channel, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your night.